So the first thing I have to do to start installing the Swiftech Maelstrom drive bay reservoir is take off this side panel, of course. So that comes off very easily, just like that. So now I've got to take out the two bottom drive bay covers. So I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this, how the official way is to do this, but I just reach in the back through the case and just find the two little latches on either side that are holding it in place, push them out of the way. See these two little latches right here, just push them out of the way. So then we get our pump right here, drive bay reservoir, and so this black and red cable looks like that's for the temperature controller, and then this black and yellow and the green and blue, those are for the pump. Yep. Alright. So we're going to go ahead, grab those cables, and so as I think you can see, it doesn't really, it's not held in place by itself. I've got to screw it in to secure it in place. Alright, so I'm going to try and fasten this drive bay reservoir into place with some screws. I'm not sure which ones to use, so I'm trying a couple different ones that came with the case. I'm going to start with these ones that sort of look like, well, it's these screws that came with the case. I'm going to lightly screw it into place, just to hold it there, not to lock it in place. I'm going to try a different screw down below. I'm going to try this, which I think it was screwing in like a hard drive cage, but I took out the hard drive cages, as you can all see. And that appears to be working. The thing is, I don't really want it to be set back from the case. I'm kind of anal about how flush it is with the front of the case, so I don't know, maybe this bottom screw is blocking it from being flush with the front of the case. I think I'll just screw in the other side and see what effect that has. So I'm going to put this screw in right over here on the other side, and yep, that appears to be going in. So the screws I'm using, there's 4 of these in the bag, these black ones, and they have sort of a bigger head, you know, it's not the flat head, it's like the ones that you use for the graphics cards. Screw the graphics cards in place. So, okay, it seems like I've got sort of secured in place. Could be, see, it's not flush with the front of the case, but I think maybe that's gonna be the best I can get without like modding my case, without like, you know, scraping away some of the metal. So this screw is going in on the bottom one. Okay, it seems to be sort of in. Okay, so I changed the screws. I'm using this screw now that came with the Fractal Design case. These black ones, there's, of course a lot of them. They're smaller, and this one fit in perfectly to the lower screw spot. It's small, flatter head, yeah, these very common screws. I have a bunch more in the standard gray screw color. These ones are black Fractal Design color. So I'm going to use those. I'm going to take this screw off the top here, this side. Take the bigger, fatter screw off. Put the smaller screw back on. Okay. And then the last screw goes up on the top here. Okay. So let's double check the sturdiness of the drive bay. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's not, see? That's why we double check the sturdiness, because that other side needs to be tightened more. Shit, I think I over-tightened the screws. But over-tightening appears to give sufficient sturdiness. Well, not really. Don't over-tighten your screws. Don't do like I did, but I think I'm okay. So yeah, double checking sturdiness. It appears pretty good. Yep. Looks like it's not popping out of there, and yeah, it's good. It's as close to the front of the case as I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna call that a successful installation. Move on to the radiator.